What's going on, everybody? Kennybombx in the building, and a few days ago 2K dropped a massive patch for WWE 2K25, but as big as that patch was, the community still responded. A few solid changes made, but it's not enough. A few models upgraded, but it's not enough. And rightfully so. While it was a really good patch, there's still a lot of work to be done. But the good news is, it looks like they're listening to you guys. So today, I want to take a look at some of the changes that were made because they give us a good idea of the changes that are possible in the future. But you guys got to voice your opinion. Let me know what y'all want to see changed in the comment section. But first, don't forget to drop a like on this video and smash that subscribe button, especially if you don't want to miss any updates on WWE 2K25. Now let's get into it.
Man, boy, they coming on.
So as you can see, we're kicking things off with the new arena that was added during this patch, and some other things that we'll get to later on in this video. But Saturday night's main event has been added to WWE 2K25. And while there's really nothing elaborate about this arena, it gives you the opportunity to make your universe look closer to the presentation we actually get directly from WWE, so it's a big win. And another thing you may notice in this clip is Jada Parker is rocking the new NXT Championship that was not in the game previously. Really good they got this added for the same reason, and I love how the belt not only looks, but I love the way it fits around her waist. A lot of people complain about clipping and things like that, but what more annoys me is when like attire pieces or these belts don't fit directly on the wrestlers. And while 2K did do a pretty good job with the belts this year, this is something that still pops up from time to time. Like when Obafemi presents his belt before a championship match, he throws it over his shoulder and you can see the belt just floating in midair. Hopefully that's something they fix in the future. And honestly, it's a small detail, so maybe that's what they don't care about. But as you guys can see, they also updated the NXT Men's Championship as well. Not my favorite version of the title, but it's good to have it in the game since that is what we get on TV. Now, in previous patches, 2K has updated some of the models, but it was really minor things like misspelling on some of the attires. Well, I guess that's kind of a major thing because how does that happen? But this time we actually got a pretty big update to one of the models in particular, and they went in and touched up some of the other ones. There was one in particular that I myself had a pretty big problem with, and they fixed it. Let's look back when we first saw this model, and then we'll go in and take a look at the update. Jada Parker has been confirmed. Now, she's been confirmed before, but we finally get to see her in-ring model. And I gotta say, we got 10 out of 10 when it comes to the face shot. The gears are 10 out of 10, but something's going on down here. It's like, what are we doing? She's definitely a little bit. Now, I knew I wasn't wrong about this model, but you gotta kind of be careful when you talk about this stuff because of the, we'll say, nature of the conversation. But here we have the updated Jada Parker model. Big shouts out to What's the Status for posting this. As I stated in the video, her face was always perfect, so no adjustments were needed there. The attire is not current anymore, but for the time, it's good. Everything was really good with the model except this part of it. Now, when I saw this, I thought it was done for a specific reason, and it could have been, but I never expected 2K to get in here and fix it. But as y'all can see by the model on the right, they did in fact get in here and fix it, and they fixed it with pinpoint accuracy. Let's take a look at the actual model in game. Now, we know this is Jada Parker's first time officially being in a WWE game, and I think they got her scanned down great. Even before this upgrade, I think she looked fine from behind, but it was just that issue in the front where they didn't have everything proportioned correctly. And as y'all can see from this shot coming up, everything has been updated, and well, Booker T says it best.
Shucky ducky, quack, quack.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next pretty big update we got here before we get ourselves in trouble. So previously, American Made had the Hurt Business entrance, I believe. We hurt people. But now they actually have their own entrance. Now all we got to do is get this mysterious El Grande Americano to join American Made because I think he would fit in with these guys great. Hopefully Chad Gable recruits him in. But yeah, this is one thing that a lot of people were complaining about when this game came out. These guys just coming out to some random entrance. So it's good they got the new entrance in here. And this shows that moving forward, if entrances update, then they are not against adding new entrances to the game. Now, apparently, that's not the only entrance they updated. I saw some stuff on Twitter saying Jey Uso's intro was updated, but based on what I saw on Twitter, I just can't believe that was real. So we're looking at it in-game to make sure. You know what? Let me get off screen here. Ladies and gentlemen, it actually is real. Apparently, they fixed the yeeting in Jey Uso's entrance, but based on what I'm looking at here, in my game, they made it even worse. Oh my goodness. No, 2K, no. Y'all gotta take this out. Take this entrance out of the game and just bring it back next year, because this is not it. Look how fast they're going, for one, and for two, why are they bowing their whole body down? It's just the arms. That's not good. Now, I'm no game developer, never went to any game development school, but it's got to be something with how the crowd is built. Maybe their whole top half is one bone, so they can't move their arms on their own. It has to be the whole body, but they got to do something to fix that, because this entrance in the game right now just does not look good at all. So I'm sorry, Jey Uso, but we're going to have to completely cancel Christmas on that entrance until we can figure out what's going on with that crowd. Now, if we take a look at the next update, they actually updated even more models. Now, Bayley is one. I think she definitely looks better than she did look last year, but it looks like they are still touching her up to try to make things look perfect. Here we have the updated Bayley. I think she looks kind of older right here, kind of like grandma-esque, where right here, they did kind of lighten her face up a bit, made her look younger, and they made her look more accurate. So this is actually a good look for Bayley, but much like they did with Jada Parker, Bayley needs that same update. But actually looking at her in-game, that picture doesn't do her any justice. She actually looks a lot better than she did before. But what still is off is her body. If you look at her, she is as skinny as Carmella, but Bayley in real life has a build that's kind of similar to Jada Parker's. And the Jada Parker update was a big step forward, because that's going to help women with her body type actually get a better look in the game. Hopefully, before 2K25 is done, we get that same update for Bayley. And the last update I want to take a look at here today is a pretty strange one, because it's an update for Bianca Belair. And I haven't heard anybody clamoring for a Bianca Belair update, because she looks great already. Now, I will say she did look better in 2K24. I'm not sure why. I can't pinpoint the reason, but either way, she looks great in 25, so nothing I can really complain about. It looks like they touched up her makeup a little bit, and she does look better than she did previously. It may just be a higher quality picture, not too sure, but we got a Bianca Belair update, ladies and gentlemen. Now, being that they are updating these superstars in these patches, I'm sure we will be getting more. I see a lot of people complaining about Braun Breaker. I'm surprised they didn't beef him up in this patch, because it seems like all you would have to do is adjust a few sliders, right? But they didn't do it, so maybe in the next one. But this patch was a good sign for things to come in the future. I'm hoping they find out how to properly de-age these older wrestlers' faces, because that's my biggest problem with the game from a graphical standpoint. What would you guys like to see in the next patch, and who would y'all like to see updated? Let me know in the comment section, but thank y'all for tuning into this video. Don't forget to help me out by dropping a like on it and smash that subscribe button if you have not already. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.